Wow. So look at this, y'all. Somebody feels like they want to escape from this karma. Look at this. They know that it's a losing battle, and they're about to experience some type of house fire. Wow. Spiritual court is now in session. Okay, so this is definitely somebody's karma. Okay, it says karma right there on the card. They want to get out of the situation, and it's a little too late for that. Okay. I'm hearing in my head, it's just a little too late. Is that JoJo? I just hear, all I hear in my head is that part. And it's just a little too late. Oh, get out right now. It's the end of you and me. Oh my goodness. Get out right now, bitch. What is it? Oh, stop, drop, and roll, bitch. It's a house fire. You better get out. Look at that. We have here a Chevrolet. Oh my God. Get out right now. That's going to be the firefighter screaming, telling them, get out right now. It's the end of you in this house. Oh my God. So this coming out with this reading is definitely connected to them and what they stole from you. All right. We have here. Yeah, look, they was targeting you for speaking the truth. All right. You were speaking the truth about what they stole from you, what they did. You know, you have been giving your testimony, and these people, they didn't like that. Let me clarify and see what comes out with the truth here. All right, Spirit, talk to me about this truth. They was targeting you. They could have had people watching you, stalking you, popping up at your job, sending you spiritual attacks, death spells, throat chakra attacks. You could be on a platform. They was trying to get your platform shut down. You know, that they didn't want you to speak the truth about what they did. So let's see what comes out. It says here, false religion. When power replaces devotion, faith becomes a tool for control. Beware of those who use the language of the divine to serve worldly agendas. This is someone who's in some type of secret society, organization, religion, all right? But they don't do things, you know, in the light. They are not divine. They pretend to be divine. You know, they pretend like they don't do voodoo, they don't believe in it, like they're not into that shit, and they are. And you could be exposing that, you know, exposing the wicked, all right? And justice at the bottom of the card is, again, the truth. You are speaking the truth about what these false religions, these false secret societies, you know, these wicked people, because not everybody is bad in these groups, all right? But we are, with the Ephesians 5:11, that's what we're doing. We are exposing the wicked. So they was targeting you because of that, because you are the truth. You are the justice. You are these people's karma. All right. Can we get something else with this targeting? Wow. You are their karma. All right. There's something here that they did that you are exposing. We have here legal issues, and then we got the justice. 2 cards already talking about something that they did, and you speaking the truth. So with this legal energy and the justice energy, it has something to do that they, you know, something that they did regarding something that they stole. All right, we have here funeral. So it could be somebody that passed away, something that they did to get money. We're going to keep going because that's usually what comes out in the spiritual court readings. And this is like an update to let you know how this is going to turn out. We already know how. It's just giving you, you know, the behind the scenes information. Let's see what else. Yeah, you have uncovered a deep level of corruption. All right, they didn't want you to talk about this. All right, all the corruption that they was doing, this group of people in this false religion. All right, secret society, organization, take it how it resonates. It could also be sorority, fraternity, a brotherhood. Okay, a group. All right, we have your mother's side of the family is involved in this. Oh my God, I just said secret brotherhood. That is so crazy. Yo, y'all saw that. Like, that is wild. Oh my God, yes, it's a secret brotherhood. It's a secret society organization, all right? Or a sisterhood, you know, like the Eastern Stars, the Masons, those type of things. All right, somebody's wearing a wire in this situation because they know that they're going to prison. Wow. So they could be trying to get less prison time by snitching on their brotherhood, on the people that was involved with this, by wearing a wire. It says here 2 lovers are being investigated. These years could be significant. Somebody could be eating oxtails right now, or going to be eating oxtails, because we got here the ox. All right. Somebody could be born in one of these years. Something could have happened in one of these years. And we have 2 lovers that are being investigated. So this could be the people that's wearing a wire. Let me put this over here. It's a couple. It could be a couple that's going to be wearing a wire, or one of the people, a person in this couple is going to be wearing a wire. Tell me more. Let's see. The number 8 and a mechanic. Somebody could be born on the 8th day, 8th month. August is a Leo. Leo, and I think it's Virgo. Okay, life path number 8. It could be significant for somebody. All right, we have a mechanic, and then 60s. Somebody that's involved is either born in the 1960s or they are in their 60s right now. This could be you or somebody involved. Let's see what else. You are highly favored. Absolutely. You know this. You are divine. And there's consequences when you do something bad to somebody who's divine. You're not messing with nobody. All right. You was targeted for speaking the truth. They stole from you. We have here trying to destroy evidence. We have here an ankle monitor. Somebody is wearing an ankle monitor, or they're going to be wearing one. They're going to be on house arrest. Tell me more. A crooked coroner. And look, we have funeral here. So there's a crooked coroner that's involved. So they're crooked because they could have been paid off to change the reason of death or something like that. It says here they feel like they did what was best for them. Okay, so this person that betrayed you and betrayed this person that passed away, this loved one, you know, this loved one that left you something and they stole it, they don't care. They feel like they did what was best for them. And that's fine. That's fine. Now God is going to do what's best for us. And you're going to go to prison. So, okay, bye. I don't give a fuck. They feel like they did what was best for them. Okay, that's good to know. Tell me more. So that's letting you know, don't feel bad because they don't give a fuck. All right. A karmic Libra is significant. All right. This is somebody that they stole from you and they was only thinking about themselves. They didn't give a fuck about this person, you know, that passed away, that being their last wish. They didn't care about none of that shit. All right. Wow, look at that. Spirit is saying they did what was best for them. They did it to get out of debt. Wow, you cannot make this up. This is more confirmation right here that they was in some type of debt and they felt like stealing what was left for you, what was the best decision for them. So, okay, fine. An honorable judge is involved now. Thank you. Hallelujah. All right. No more crooked nothing. No crooked energy right now. All right. An honorable judge is taking over this case and they are going to make sure that justice is served. Okay. And we have here the Space Force. You know what came to my mind right now? I was watching again on YouTube. Shout out to YouTube, right? Because YouTube is full of so many things that you can watch. So it was a Bible story. I don't remember the name now, but it was a story about Sodom and Gomorrah, and it just came to my mind right now with the honorable judge that this judge could be like an earth angel, you know, like a chosen one, because in that story it showed that God sent, I think it was two or three, I think it was three of his angels disguised as humans. So that literally, that's what just popped up in my head right now. All right. So I feel like, you know, Spirit is saying that God is going to send this angel disguised as a human, and it's going to be an honorable judge. All right. So it's going to be a spirit team, the Most High God, the archangels. Somebody's going to be incarnated into this judge. All right. I don't know. That's literally just what came to my mind right now. Okay. All right. You know, we are earth angels too. You know, we are divine beings. So this judge is honorable. They are someone that you could trust, and God is gonna make sure that this person gets the job done. All right. No more crooked shit. No more scheming, scamming, lying. None of that shit. All right. We have here a bank teller is involved. Tell me more. Whoa. Whoa, that's a lot. Okay. A legal contract. So again, there's definitely something going on with the legal issues. And look, we have here a legal contract regarding buying a home or selling a buying or selling a property. So this could be what's catching fire. This property here that they could have bought something with the money that was left to you. Let's see what we get with that. With that house catching fire. Let's see. Okay, Spirit, why we got this house catching fire? Was they sending spell work at the collective? Like, why the house is catching fire? Let's see. Or this could be the property that they stole from you, and this is how they're going to get their karma, that they're going to lose it like that with a house fire. Okay. Oh, they did a sacrifice with the hanged one. They did some type of sacrifice. Tell me more about this hanged one. So they try to sacrifice you to keep this house. I know that's crazy. People be doing this shit though. Yeah, look, you cannot make this up. They sacrificed you to keep this real estate, this wealth, this investment. It says here, mega project, like, you know, the house. So let's see what we got here. Wow, Nine of Pentacles reversed. They was in debt. This is the person that, it says here that they did this to get out of debt. They are financially unstable, okay, with the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. And then we got the Queen of Cups. So yeah, this is you in the upright, all right? They sacrificed the Queen of Cups or a King of Cups, whoever it is that's watching, a divine being. It's coming on the upright. You see how they're reading the coffee here with the cup? That's somebody who has spiritual gifts. All right, you're very spiritually gifted. You are divine. And that was like a destiny swap, some type of sacrifice that they did to be able to keep this wealth. Oh my God. So they did a lot, all right, to be able to get away with this. Yeah, look, you cannot make this up. Look at them. That's them holding on to this wealth right here. You see, for them to be able to hold on to this solid foundation. You see, conservation, control, saving money. All right, this wealth, security. Look, that's them holding on to dear life, to this energy of wealth. That is so crazy. Right here, merit making. They went to some type of practitioner to do this shit. All right, bottom of the deck, we have here Queen of Swords. So it's in the reverse. So it's a karmisha. Look how it says here, bitchy, cold-hearted, cruel. All right, this person right here, they're the ones that sacrificed you to be able to keep this house. This is also a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius energy. This is crazy. Well, they know that they're losing the battle. That's how they're going to lose this house now. They wanted to sacrifice you to be able to keep this house. It's like a destiny swap that they're trying to do. It's not working, okay? Let's move on. Tell us more, Holy Spirit. Fired and arrested on site. Look at that. More karma. All right. Somebody in this group is going to get fired and arrested on site. We already see they're going to prison. They did not expect you to fight back. They thought you was going to be an easy lick. They thought you was just going to take it, that you was just going to cry in a corner or some bullshit. Look at that. The deed to a property. You cannot make this up. That's what we got here. Buying, selling a property. The deed to a property. The fucking house not going to be going on fire. This is their karma. They should have never done this. All right. Somebody was born. Look, I said right here in the 60s. 1965 to 1980. This could be you or them. Tell me more. A cover-up business. And look, cremation services. Someone died and will be cremated. Wow. So we got a funeral here. All right. So if they did some type of spell work for your loved one to pass away so they could be able to get this inheritance, that death spell is going right back. Somebody's going to end up being cremated. All right. For some of y'all, it could be that your relative passed away and they got cremated. All right. Because we got here the crooked coroner. We got cremation. I don't know how that works. Maybe they got them cremated to cover something up. I'm not sure how that works. But we got cremation services. We got coroner, we got funeral. It's definitely an energy around death here. And we got a cover-up business. This cremation services could be somebody's cover-up business. You know, like, they do other things behind the scenes. It's not just cremation services. Like, it's some wicked shit going on. But yeah, look, yo, you cannot make this up. I just cracked this deck in two and we got money laundering. What is going on? You have uncovered a deep level of corruption, because damn, we uncovering some tea here. There's a company, a cover-up business right here, cremation services. But there's more going on, y'all. There's more going on. They're using this as a cover-up business to launder money. All right? And it could be your money. All right? They laundered your money through some type of business. We got a crooked coroner here. All right? They're crooked. Let's see what else. All right, that's some tea for somebody. That's a detail right there for somebody. A detective, yo. Detective, is the detective watching me? Hey, there you go. That's a lead right there. That's a lead. Look into the cremation business that they have. Look into that shit. You're gonna find something. It's gonna lead you to the money. Wow. They're gonna go on the run. Yeah, we keep picking up on this. Look, they want out. They want to escape. Go ahead, try to run and see how far you're gonna get, karmics. You're not gonna get that far. We keep picking up on that. They're not gonna get far at all. But you know, they wanna try their luck. Go ahead, try your luck. Let's see. They're gonna try to go on the run from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. Trying to cause setbacks. Oh no. So look, this is the time that they're doing spell work. They're trying to cause setbacks, trying to cause delays, doing some type of ritual from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. All right. So this is coming out because they have somebody working for them on the clock. There's a practitioner that they got that is working from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. They got different people. With me, I didn't know that they do this. This is how I found out that's what I call the worker bee bitches. You know, that they got, let's say they got Maria. All right, maybe somebody's named Maria. I don't know. That's the first thing that came to mind. Maria is working, doing these rituals on you from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. And then Shakira comes from 9 a.m. to 12. And then we got Tony. I don't know these names. Tony comes through and he's now the warlock that's doing these rituals, and they just trying to break your protection, trying to slow you down, trying to delay you, trying to do destiny swap. They are doing the most from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. because we already see that they want your destiny. They want to sacrifice you to be able to keep this house, to try to avoid this house fire, this karma from hitting. They're doing a lot right now. And it's not working. All right. We have here that at a P, somebody's first name, middle name, last name has a P. They're freaking out right now. That's what's going on. They're freaking out. Okay. Let's see what else. What else, Holy Spirit? It says here, family reunion setup, do not go. Their death was not natural. Wow. That's why this death energy keeps coming out. I'm telling you, this was not a natural death. And if they was doing spell work on you, on this person, your family member to pass away, that shit is going to get exposed and it's going to go back to one of them. Somebody's going to end up passing away. It says here, they know the feds. Wow, you see what I'm saying? Voodoo. They know that the feds is watching, so they cannot do nothing physically to you. So they're doing voodoo now. Look how it says now, because we've been picking up on energy of them trying to get rid of you before you get some type of notification, some type of communication from the courts, before you go to the courts, before you testify, again, before you speak the truth. They've been trying to get rid of you physically, and they haven't been able to do it. So they're doing voodoo on you now. Spirit is saying that, you know, they know that they are being watched, that the feds is watching them, so they cannot make it hot. So they're trying to do voodoo to get to you so that you don't get to court. All right. Keep on cleansing your energy with the Epsom salt. Cleanse all your chakra points when you take a shower. All right. That's all you got to do from the top to the bottom. Just, you know, use it like a, what do you call it? Like a scrub. Okay. We have here a corrupt network. All right. These people are definitely a part of a corrupt network. Again, brotherhood and all that shit. Tell me about this family reunion. They're going to try to get you to go to this family reunion. Maybe, you know, they're going to act like they don't know. We picked up on that yesterday. Look at this. You cannot make this up. Kidnapping plot flopped. They tried. Maybe they already tried to invite you. And I've been telling you for the longest, don't go to that reunion. It's been popping up. So that's what it is. They were trying to kidnap somebody. That's freaking crazy. That shit flopped because you are protected. All right. As you can see, now they're trying to do voodoo because they cannot get to you. All right. So let me pull some states. Then we're going to pull some names and close it out. Holy Spirit, who's involved in this? What states are involved? All right. Brooklyn, NYC, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky. Oregon, Pennsylvania. Wisconsin, Wyoming. Maryland. Mississippi, Minnesota, west coast of the U.S. Maine, Maryland, we got Maryland twice. Arizona. Detroit, Maine, we got Maine again. Utah, Texas. All right, let me get some names. If you see your name here, this is giving you confirmation. There's a message here for you. If you see the karmic's name, this is your confirmation they're involved. If you don't see any name here, this is just another layer of confirmation for somebody. All right, take what resonates, leave what doesn't from the message. Okay, Lefty, Isaac, Quentin, Quincy, Samantha, Brittany, Nevaeh, Henry, Daniel, Enrique, Richard, Jerome, Aubrey, Nicolette, Nico, Gretel, Bradley, Garrett, Raul, and Riley. Wait, this back. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. Anthony, Lucas, Chris, Mitch, Mendez, Christy, Chapman, Maya, Wallace, Rollins, Kelvin, Jones, Tamara, Danielle, Otero, Karina, Roland, Joels, Jenkins, Adonis, Khan, Patricia, Josh, Moore, Corey, Tavares, Arthur, Nelson, Billy, Walker, Sloan, Annie, Steve, and Jeff. Did I just say Collins? Anyways, because I see Collins here. Tyson, Sasha, Ted, Patterson, Jimmy, Collins, Melanie, Gaines, Daphne, Garrett, Carson, Jackson, Woods, Tiffany, Tanya, Trina, Crosby, and Dixon. Evelise, Paul, Paulie, Paula, Shauna, Brianna, Aileen, Arlene, Barnes, Jolene, Melvina, Shamar, McFarlane, Charleston, Reese, Otis, and Diane. Eva, Drea, Mo, Shania, Corey, Nelly, Khalid, Ty, Susan, Kevin, Julian, Vasquez, Cruz, Ruben, and Gloria. All right, y'all. So that's what I got here. I hope I was able to bring clarity and confirmation to whoever needed to receive this message. Spiritual court is now adjourned. Peace.